So in part one, I gave a little bit of background as to what led me down the path of writing Christian fiction, and how I don't like for my messages to beat people over the head or to be too cheesy or obvious or anything like that. That said, one of the things that separates Christian fiction from other fiction is that there is a Christian message. So what defines a Christian message? Okay, well, this is just my opinion, but I believe that there needs to be a theme or an underlying message that points to Jesus Christ with the understanding and belief that he is the Son of God. In addition to that, there can be references to the Bible, there can be actual scriptures quoted, references to God, references to Jesus Christ, references to the Holy Spirit. Now, some people like to do biblical fiction or historical fiction, referring to specific characters. That is one avenue that's open. And then, of course, there can be, a completely fictitious cast that still tell a Christian story. Now, one of the things that I think is really important somewhere either in the standalone book or the series is to show the depths of change that are brought about through accepting salvation through Jesus Christ. A character or characters were one way before, and they're a changed person afterwards. They've got that hope, they've got that peace, they've got the ability to resist sin, and that is so important of an element in storytelling for Christian fiction, depicting that life of a Christian man or woman, adult or child. Okay, so this might lead you to the question, okay, Alan, you've done 2 books so far. Mindfire. Alan, you've got this, really scary cover here with Leia, and she's got her eyes on fire. And how is this a Christian story? Okay, well, let me tell you. While the main character, Leia, is not a Christian, but in the story, her parents are. Her father and her stepmother are Christians, and we get to see their part in the story. We get to see their example of Christians. And no, they're not perfect, but they're doing their best and they're leaning on the Lord. And it's a pretty important support element to the story. In addition, Mindfire carries a theme of redemption and of forgiveness, second chances, all throughout the book. There are references to the Bible, to God, to Jesus, and the Holy Spirit in this book. And no, they don't beat you over the head, but you will get a chance to see how they figure into the story, how they figure into Leia's life and the other characters' lives. And we do get to see a demonstration of the life-changing power of salvation through Jesus Christ. And then we go on to the Jordan of Algorand series. In Jordan's world, we get to see essentially an introduction to God and how that he reigns over this entire universe, that he's the God of all creation. And so you've got Jordan Lewis, who is kidnapped by aliens and taken to another planet, Algorand, but that doesn't mean that God can't reach her there, start her down a very interesting path. And that continues throughout the series, and not just God, but Jesus also, and the power of the Holy Spirit. It's a journey. The Jordan of Algorand series, it's a journey, and we get to follow Jordan, we get to follow the characters around her, and we get to see a life that starts off one way and ends up completely different. And this is something that's unique to Christian fiction also, and I really enjoy that, it really gives amazing opportunities for characterization And it really, in my opinion, gives a real chance to put that spotlight on the amazing goodness, power, and depth that is God, His Son Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. That Trinity is unbelievably powerful and beautiful, and is moving as much today as it ever has been. And so it's exciting to write Christian fiction. It gives me a chance as a writer to not only entertain, but to introduce these elements that are present and working in my life, others, so that if it's the Lord's will, that it will help you as well, and help others. It's really important when being a Christian author to be true to the message, to be true to the Lord. And when we do that, it is its own reward. So, why Christian fiction? Because it's a part of me. God made that a part of me, and He gets all the glory. He gets all the credit. I just want to do His will, and I want to write good stories, and I hope that comes through. So, we'll see you next time.